Anyways, he had to deal with quite a lot of competition from the chiller and even his own teammate. But as he rounds out the final corner, he is going to put a stomp on the start of Season 9. TB claims victory in Australia. The chiller will cross in second, but Reese will take second. Boss Cookie for third. As it come out into the last DRS zone. Oh man, this is gonna get very tight. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is gonna get interesting. Here we go, here we go, here we go. TB on the outside, heading into the final corner. Can TB get it? Keep it. He gets it in his head. TB. Oh my goodness. Woo boy. Coming down to the stripe. And it is TB by 2/10. Gets ahead of Scyther. My God. He got involved in an incident with the Mercedes earlier in the event. He played it calm, courtesy of all the safety cars. Scyther back on form. Scyther is going to win the Azerbaijan Grand Prix here in RPL.
Darius's teammate is leading the Grand Prix, and he's going to take the championship lead. The young American boy from America in the United States of America wins the race in America. Scoosford takes the P Victory 1, and he crashes at the racing finish line.
But as they come around the final corners, this is going to be tight. But can the Chiller successfully claim his win? He's ahead. He's crossed first. The Chiller wins in Imola. Jack second, Reese third, Beatnik fourth, George fifth. He was playing as he had to deal with a little bit of challenges early on. Once he took the lead, it was just smooth sailing and comfortable runs all the way through as he comes out of the final corner, and he gets vengeance for Imola. Scyther wins in Spain. What a Monaco GP. We've seen crashes, we've seen end plates, we've seen wings fly, we've seen cars crashing and everything. Oh, yep, here we go.
Move done.
Scyther gets past Blonde, but the man of the hour, as he comes out of Anthony Noakes for the last time, he ends a 13-race drought. Reese comes across the line and will win RPL Monaco. Good effort for him. 2.5 seconds. Here we go. As they come out of the chicane for the final time, the Red Bulls will cross the line 1-2. Here we go. This is going to be close. And Josh is gonna win in Canada! Stenner on the defense. Where is Reese gonna go? Here we go, down the inside! Oh! Ooh, little ride on the curb on the inside, but Reese does get it back. Deploys the DRS again. And Stenner trying to keep in tow to see if he can go for a shot. Here he goes, down the inside! Slingshot! Oh!
Wow.
That was a bit of a whack, and Stenner reclaimed the lead. But oh boy, that was a bit of a crazy shot there.
That was from 2/10 back. That was way too far back from Stenner right there. Reese also had the DRS right there down that straight, so that was absolutely a desperate move from Stenner to try to get this first win.
Absolutely, but I know, but knowing Red Bull, they're probably gonna say, oh, he made a reckless dive bomb. That gets us the win. Stenner crosses the line to finish in first. Reese will claim second. We just got on the stream. I mean, the Chiller was giving bumping to Beatnik. And Beatnik just gave him bump back. Here we go. Reese in the lead.
But
oh boy, this is going to get nuts. Here we go. Is Burr going to go for the shot? Can he go for it? No, he cannot. Can Reese stay it? Here he goes. He come out of the final corner. Reese is going to get it. Bourbon second.
Somehow
My God.
Still ongoing. But the gap between the lead within penalty range is 3/10. That gap from the mediums, it's closing. You can see the tires from Josh, it's starting to die off. Is it going to be enough, though? Reese is closing that gap. 2/10 to now, get within 3 seconds. Is he going to do it by the final corner?
Well, he comes out of the final corner. Let's see what happens. Josh is going to come across the line. He's going to cross the line at first, and he is going to keep it by 2/10. Josh wins in Hungary. But here he comes as he heads down into the bus stop chicane for the final time. Played it cool, worked with his teammate, gets it done right at the end with the safety car. Reese is going to win in Belgium. Great work for him. Seidler rallies back to get himself in a second. Very, very true. So as he comes into the penultimate corner for the final time, he did a lot of battling with Cam, but he stamped the exclamation point, and he is going to claim victory in Zandvoort. Reese is going to win in Netherlands. Yeah, he had a great fight against Cryptic for a good large chunk of the race. But here he comes as he comes out of the final corner for the final time. He hasn't won since last season, Brazil. He has 42 to his credit. He is going to get number 43. Luke wins in Monza. But as we get onto the leader now, he's coming around the final corners. He's missed multiple races. He's got a third in Monza. He'll get a win here in Singapore. Seidler wins the RPL Singapore Grand Prix.
And now Jack Miles lets Lewis Piper go. There's big action happening in the background, but the action is going to be for the championship lead. It was once at 91 points the gap, now it's under 50. Seidler wins in Japan and is on the top step on the podium for the second week in a row. It's either Reese, Korsman, which one's going to get it? Korsman, the risk of a post-race penalty from passing in the pit lane earlier. Or Reese, who is leading the championship, going for win number 11. Who's going to win the inaugural RPL Qatar race? It's a run to the finish line. Korsman, Reese, Korsman, a second win in RPL. He wins the inaugural Qatar event in RPL. Ads, dumping the battery. Is he close enough on the back straight though? Inside line, Reese throws the block. Ads goes for it. They're gonna be side by side into the final sector. Reese off the track, they do bang. But Ads around the outside, trying for a first victory, side by side. Ads coming out ahead for now with the inside line. They go side by side to the final 6-7 corners. Reese off the road, Ads back on ahead. He has a couple of corners remaining for this race victory. 3 P3s before an RPL F1. Aston Martin, he took a last podium with them. And now to the line with Reese chasing. Reese down the inside. Ads, 3 P3s. He's now victorious. Winner number 34 is Ads. Oh my goodness. Korsman has put on a clinic. Last week, he was not a hero. It was at 0 for him, the first time this season that he had a DNF. Korsman, from 0 to hero, wins in Mexico, and the day where history is made, his clawing through the history of RPL, Reese, dainty, P3, but the title for the first time, the first driver to have a title in F2, Tier 2, Tier 1 now, Reese. What a legend in the making he is. History is made today in RPL where Reese finally isn't second fiddle, claims the title. Korsman is going to come around. He took a win last week in Mexico. He's going to win again for the second week in a row. And Red Bull, P2 and P3, 5 titles in a row! They do it! Reese is going to win his 6th race of the season, 12th all-time, 3rd in the all-time win list, and takes the first inaugural Las Vegas Grand Prix for F1. Cryptic comes home P2 to make it a Red Bull 1-2. Best finish on the season ties that. Korsman P3, and Jack Miles just misses out on the podium as we have cars dancing to the line. Oh! Jack Miles wants a chance on the last lap of the season to win a second race in a row. 3 cars about to go 3 wide. Ads takes back the top spot, but Jack takes it back on penalties. Jack around the outside, trying to hold on. Side by side, he causes Korsman to slide. Jack Miles into the net race lead on the final lap. The Chiller takes over P2. Yellow flags for the rest of the field, but here they come. The final sector, a couple of more corners to go in the season. Last week, it was in the steward's office. This week, it's on penalties. Jack Miles won here last season, a second win last week, a third win, and all of them have come under the lights. Jack Miles does it! Jack Miles victorious in Abu Dhabi, the last race of the season for the second season in a row.